shaking the child would indicate. So despite the severity of the crime, Alexander faced minimal consequences. He was charged with first-degree felony, but managed to avoid serious punishment through plea deals and probation. What would that mean to me? So this guy continues to surface. We see these crisis actors, we would call them. They continue to surface over time when bad things happen. And it would almost seem like a psyop, right? Where people come in and they got a light sentence, or they have, say, blackmail. They've been blackmailed. They got a favorable sentence or things of that nature, so that they have these shadowy clandestine organizations have control over them. I'm just spitballing here, but this is dark anyways. So his criminal behavior didn't stop there. As reported in 2016, he was sentenced to 5 years in prison for violating probation multiple times. He ultimately served 8 days because the judge ruled that his probation should count towards the prison sentence. Again, and this was during the Summer of Love. If you remember Black Lives Matter, these protesters were burning government buildings, they were burning cities, black-owned businesses to the ground, ruining people's lives, but they weren't even getting harsh sentences. They were getting caught, let go, catch and release, and Kamala Harris was a big person on the forefront saying, we need to fight harder. You remember the Summer of Love. This was during this same time period when all of this was building up, especially as you relate it to the fraud. So all this stuff starts to get connected. So the outlet added in 2017, Alexander was indicted on felony charges, theft charges related to 2016 business dispute in Denton County. Charges were enhanced because of a previous conviction for forgery, just continuously. He's a con artist, a convict. So then we get back into more violence. This isn't a guy, a minister, and you can have a bad life and then get out of it and be a good person, but this guy's got a rap sheet as long as my arm. So his violence continues and extends it to his personal life. In 2019, he was indicted on a felony family violence charge after his longtime partner, Kiara Saunders, accused him of shoving and attempting to strangle her. I'm not laughing at that, it's awful, but these are the guys that the media props up and puts in front of us with the easiest people to discredit. It's ridiculous. Saunders later refused to cooperate with the prosecution and charges were ultimately dismissed. How? How does this keep happening? But the pattern of alleged violence paints a grim picture of Alexander's character. So you tell me, this guy right here, an upstanding citizen, a minister, a person that the media, these types they're always in our face, and it's propaganda. But this guy right here is the one representing and blasting Karmelo Anthony all over the place and effectively having helped them raise a lot of money. I'm sure he's getting kickbacks, of course, and it's not recorded, no Form 990s or whatever. But we see this over and over again. And Karmelo Anthony, this is also